Hey everyone, how are you doing today? I wanted to come on real quick and just give you a little tip about how to keep your freight from getting damaged when you're shipping LTL freight. A lot of folks are surprised when things happen, and then you'd be surprised at how the packing is so poor. Why does it happen? Obviously, no one wants that to happen. We have a pretty low damage rate here at Nationwide with the carriers that we work with, but overall, why does it happen? Well, a lot of it has to do with the fact that right now all the LTL carriers have way more freight than they can move, and so they're pushing freight through the system. They've got guys running on forklifts through the warehouses. They're going 0 to 60 in 9.5 seconds, and that way they have damages. Guys run into things with forklifts, but when they're loading the trucks, the load capacity, and they're trying to maximize the trailers that are going out so that they're going to stack freight. So make sure that you want to work with a carrier that maybe is using load bars, and a lot of them are going to that, to be able to stack freight and become more efficient inside the trailers, loading them to the maximum. So if you're shipping a 48 by 48 by 48 pallet, I guarantee you something's going to get stacked on top of it, or it's going to be stacked on top of something else. Even if you put do not stack, a lot of times that still gets stacked on. So you have to build your crate or your freight in a way that it doesn't get damaged when they stack something on top of it. If you look at this picture right here, you can say if you put something on top of that, it's probably going to get damaged. Don't pack your freight like that. Obviously, you're taking a huge risk, and if you're selling something for thousands of dollars, it's probably not worth saving that little extra money on the shipping. Human error, obviously, I talked about that a little bit. The drivers on the forklifts are going to run into freight. They're going to poke stuff with forklifts, so that happens, and you have to build your freight to withstand that human error. And if a driver stops suddenly in traffic, with the weather going on right now, if there's an accident, obviously you can't prevent the freight from probably getting damaged at that point, but you really need to be careful with how you're creating or palletizing your freight. And then looking at the packaging here, I'll show you a couple examples, but good packaging, very bad packaging, and a crate. This is the ultimate of how your freight will arrive safely to the destination. It's going to protect you from anything. In the LTL freight world, obviously, if you're not familiar, there is cross-docking. So a shipment from California to New York might go on the rail, but might go from California to Phoenix to Dallas to Atlanta to Charlotte, so on and so forth. So depending on how far it's going would depend on how many cross-docks it's going to have. So you might want to protect your freight a little bit better if it's going all the way across the country versus if it's just going from Columbus, Ohio to Cleveland, Ohio. So those are some things to keep in mind. Package your freight very, very well. Have someone look at your pictures, go to a professional crating company, and have them look at your packaging to make sure that you're doing it the right way. And I think you'll have good results when it comes to shipping LTL freight. I hope you got something out of this video. Please like and subscribe. I have more of these type of videos online. If you have any information you're trying to learn about the freight industry, we'd appreciate that like and follow. Thanks.